Okay, please go back to the attachment section and print out a document called List of the Major Key Signatures. So, a key signature is something that you might find at the very beginning of every line in your piece. If you look through the Suzuki Book 1, you'll see that very often you see these signs that look like tic-tac-toes. We talked about them very quickly in our lesson on how to tune the violin. Those are called sharp signs. Now those are important because it tells you where to put your fingers down on the fingerboard and which patterns to use with your fingers. And we're going to talk about that later. But a key signature tells the performer what the most important note is in the music. So what does that mean? Well, let me give you an example. If we are in the key of C major, it means that all of the notes in the music tend to want to gravitate toward the note C. If we're in the key of G major, the notes tend to want to gravitate toward the note G. It's a little bit like a magnet where everything is being pulled toward these notes. So that's probably the easiest way to describe it. And by actually having these sharps in the key signature, that is what allows that kind of pitch centricity to happen, which means the notes want to go toward that pitch. Now, that's a very simplified definition, but I think that'll do for our current level. Now, the other thing which I'd like to tell you is that if something's in C major, it's very likely that the very last note of your piece is going to be the note C. C will represent home. So basically what will happen, you'll start off probably also on a C, or something that has C in the harmony, which means the piano part that you might be playing with a pianist. And then you're going to go on a journey, play some other notes, but ultimately at the end you're going to come back to C. So that's another thing that a key does for us. It gives us a sense of home, then we go away from home and we come back to home. Now, another thing you'll see is that we're going up by number of sharps. No sharps, 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps, 5 sharps, 6 sharps. That's just telling us to look ahead to 6 sharps. Now, we could also go up to 7 sharps, but I've chosen not to do that at this stage because 7 sharps can also be depicted in a different way, and that's not something that we need to talk about right now. So the names of the sharps is what we need to discuss next.